guys, so I am late with this week's entry, last week's entry now. I was supposed to post on Friday, and it's what, Tuesday? I stink a little bit, sorry. But I think I will probably post another Saturday or Sunday, so there's that to look forward to. Also, this is kind of an entry and a half, because I have two things, not four, but two, that I'm obsessed with this week. Briefly obsessed with. We'll start with the bigger one. Valentine's Day just came and went, and Valentine's Day stinks. So Ricardo had this wonderful idea that I now support, St. Gavin's Day. Allow me to explain. St. Valentine, the guy after whom we have named the holiday, was a priest under the reign of Claudius II in about 250 to 300 AD, somewhere in that range. I don't remember the exact date, but Wikipedia has it. That's where I got all this information. Valentine was marrying Christian couples when it was illegal to do so, because we didn't like the Christians back then, and we didn't want them to procreate, so we didn't allow them to marry. But Valentine did it anyway, because, you know, a couple fun parties, it's a good time. I'm pretty sure he was put to death for it, but it was a nice gesture while it lasted. Anyway, flash forward 1800 years or so to modern times, when Christians can marry, but have forgotten that they used to not be able to, so they want to prevent others from marrying. Not all Christians. Plenty of them are very nice. Some of them a little fundamentalist and creepy. And those fundamentalist creepy ones don't like the gays. And so there's this whole gays not marrying thing that kind of stinks. Except in San Francisco, where Mayor Gavin Newsom decided that he would allow gay couples to marry even after the state government said, mm-mm-mm. So, in honor of that choice, we have rechristened the day St. Gavin's Day, and we celebrate it more as a marriage equality, like, expressions of love in a tangible sense kind of way. So we throw a party, and at this party there is eating, there are decorations, there is laughter, there's shimmying, and there are t-shirts. We make t-shirts. This one says SGD 2010, as in St. Gavin's Day. Can you guys even see this? Am I doing this right? There's this heart that's also the moon over the San Francisco skyline that has been badly silk-screened onto a t-shirt that Ricardo and I dyed ourselves with Rit dye, because we're crafty. So that is obsession number one. Obsession number two is yoga training, because I was obsessed for about an hour with becoming a yoga teacher. Allow me to explain. So I go to Yoga for the People, and there's this teacher, Jamie, who I think is fantastic, and she was teaching today. And I went through her class and got the great, wonderful noodle feeling that you get after a yoga class. And at the end of class, she mentions, as all of them do, that there's a teacher training coming up at Yoga to the People. And I always think about it, like, a little bit, because it sounds kind of interesting. But again, I've been taking for a month and a half, so, I mean, is it really for me? But then at the end of class, as I'm throwing in my donation, Jamie sort of pulls me aside a little bit. She's like, you have a great practice. And I was like, oh, thank you, you're a great teacher. And she asked if I've thought about the teacher training, and I said no, because I've been taking yoga for a month and a half. And she was like, no, you should really think about it, like it would really deepen your practice, and it's a good way to make some extra money, and this is just sort of something that seems like is a really good fit for you, you just have that energy. And honestly, it felt really good that someone else thinks that yoga is a good fit for me, because I think it's a good fit for me. So it was just really validating to have someone be like, yeah, you are benefiting from this. You are not wrong for yoga. I don't know, there's not, because, I mean, it's not like, you know, you're great at it. That was not the implication. I'm not some, like, yoga master, and that's not even what the point is. As my first yoga teacher told me, there's no winning at yoga, and I have not won at yoga. But on the way home, I'm just like, you know, maybe this is for me. I mean, this is this opportunity that was totally highlighted to me, unsolicited. Maybe this is some sort of sign, you know, a door opens, you should just walk through it. I had all of this wonderful thought about, like, maybe this is really for me. I've been looking for things to pour my energy into. I would feel really good about that whole prospect. I should look at this yoga teaching course. This might be exactly what I need. And I was all ready for it, and I'm looking it through the website. I didn't really see anything on it specifically, so I emailed them, like, telling me about this teacher training course, the yada yada blah blah. And it's all well and good until I go back to the site and I'm like, no, there is a link for the teacher training course. This is really great. I'll fill out the application now and just go for it. And then I look over the application and it's a $2,600 class and they want that money up front. And so we can forget about that. Thus ends the obsession with yoga teaching, because I don't have that kind of money. That's ridiculous. That's why I'm going to a free yoga class in the first, not free, donation based, but you know what I mean. I'm not going to some like yoga studio where you pay tons of money, because I don't have tons of money. So all of a sudden I have $2,600 to teach with? Yikes. So, brief obsession. Anyway, that is this week's, aka last week's, video blog entry. I hope everyone really enjoyed it. Bye. Ricardo is swiffering the apartment. He's so industrious. Say hi.
Hi, baby.